Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alex of Coyote Star Astrology, and this is my new moon in Virgo video for August 30th, 2019. I'm filming this video from Costa Rica, and I'm down here taking a bit of time off and also doing some scouting for some potential astrology retreat locations. So pretty sure I have some pretty exciting news coming up pretty soon if everything pans out and flows the way I'm hoping that it will. My microphone unfortunately did not survive the journey to the jungle, so I'm using these headphones. Hopefully the audio is okay. I'm just gonna have to wear them for the video. But let's take a look at this chart here. So, new moon in Virgo, August 30th. We have Leo season come to a screeching halt. If we look at the chart for the new moon, we have a very extreme pileup in the earthy sign of Virgo, which is in many ways very different from Leo. So we have Mercury at 2 degrees Virgo, followed by the Sun and Moon conjunct at 6 degrees. Then we have Mars at 7 degrees, and finally Venus at 11 degrees Virgo. So we have this Virgo train. So I keep getting this image of poor Virgo like sweeping up and cleaning the chaos from this Leo party we just went through the month of August. So I can see Virgo with this little broom very meticulously sweeping up the balloons and the confetti and the streamers and the kind of explosion that we experienced that was very short. Leo season felt extremely fast, but it was kind of this condensed, very fiery, exciting, inspiring, kind of volcanic energy. And we have the lava cool very quickly and harden stepping into September with all of this Virgo, and it becomes much more grounded. So we sort of develop these roots that want to sink very deeply into the earth and start to really integrate all of this inspiration in a way that's practical. So Leo season, Leo likes things to be very exciting, very dramatic. There can be overindulgence. There can be seeing things through rose-colored glasses. Leo does not like to look at the shadow. Leo doesn't like things to be negative. Leo really focuses on the positive of everything. So during Leo season, we can have a lot of doorways swing open and a lot of opportunity, a lot of creative energy, and a lot of heart expansion, right? Leo is the solar plexus, and Leo really thinks and lives through the heart. So a lot of us had our hearts really expand through August, which, depending on emotional wounding around the heart, can be a painful process. We could have also seen heart expansion within our relationships. There could have been developments within our interpersonal relationships regarding opening our heart or matters of the heart space. And Leo is this expansive outward energy. So now coming into all of this Virgo, it's kind of the pulling in and the separation from the childlike play of Leo and coming into a place of more refinement, more maturity. Virgo is very poised and, of course, very focused on hard work. So we see a lot of productive energy within this new moon. So in many ways, it might kind of feel like the party's over and it's time to really get back into focus. But I think it's really about taking the inspiration from Leo season and taking off the rose-colored glasses and looking at what can actually function and continue on in a way that will actually produce something of value and quality, which is what Virgo is all about, is hard work. It's the harvest that leads to something that's tangible and that goes the distance and that is pure. So we want to remember in Virgo follows Leo. So it's the evolution out of the archetype of Leo where everything, we see the best of everything in Leo, right? But Virgo knows that that's not all of the story. We can't always look at the best of something. We have to look at how something actually is. if we want to understand what it is and what we actually have. So Virgo is that meticulous process of stripping away the fool's gold and the feather boas of Leo and really getting down to brass tacks. What do I actually have here? And then putting in the work to cultivate it. Virgo is also very much about health and nutrition and making sure that we're within balance in our bodies. So if Leo is overindulgence and the party and colors and having a good time, Virgo, like after any good party, there's often a detox or a purification process. So, for example, I've been on vacation. I actually have my moon in Libra in the 6th house. So my moon is almost like a Virgo moon, and I'm normally very structured in my diet. I'm practically fully raw at this point, raw vegan. But while I've been here, I've been having vegan pizza and I've been eating burritos, and I've been on my Leo season excursion, but I'm going to be getting back to the office right during this new moon, as it turns out, and I will probably feel compelled to do some kind of detox or purification to get my body back into a balanced state where it normally likes to exist. So it's one example of how after Leo season, when we've kind of maybe been out, been more social, getting back into a routine. Virgo is about our daily routines, our circadian rhythms. What time do we wake up? Do we have a morning practice? Looking at that morning practice and really, tailoring it to bringing ourselves into a place of optimal health and wellness. So also Virgo rules herbal medicine. So if you're into holistic medicine, amazing time to reconnect and commune with your favorite sacred plant, herbs, medicinal herbs, potentially diving into ones that support the systems that might have been overstimulated during Leo season, such as the liver, the kidneys, the adrenals, this kind of thing. So amazing time to do a detox, especially because it's a new moon, which is all about new cycles, new beginnings for the next lunar cycle, but also for the next 6 months. So this is a great new moon to make set intentions around ways to best support your overall health and well-being. What else do we have going on this new moon? Well, we have the sun and moon at 6 degrees conjunct Mars at 7 degrees. So there's this very close conjunction in the chart. And whenever we have anything conjunct Mars, this is a invigorating energy because Mars is our life force, it's our drive, it's our passion. So immediately we know, looking at this new moon, although it does appear to be very much focused on work and productivity, it looks as if we're going to want to be productive because we have the sun and moon conjunct Mars. So it looks like energy where we're going to really feel like working at something or putting our energy focused toward the improvement of an area of our life. Any Virgo will tell you, they can always see how something could be better, sometimes to their detriment. But Virgo really is about making things perfect and making sure that things are the best they can possibly be. So this is a new moon where we can be spotting areas of our life that could use an upgrade. Virgo is also very much about service to others outside of ourselves, service to the planet. So I don't think it's a coincidence. As soon as this Virgo energy came in, we have had this tragedy happening with the rainforest, which has been hitting me very close because I'm here in the rainforest and I've been communing with this sacred land. And although I'm not in Brazil, it's impacting me a lot more than it normally would. And the world at large, I mean, coming out of Leo season, which can, as we've been talking about, it's necessarily narcissistic. It's all about self-love, but the evolution out of Leo is, okay, it's not just about me anymore. This is about me loving myself enough to be confident enough to step into a power position to then bring something, an offering to this planet. So Virgo season is where we can really start to look more at what we do within our daily lives and within our legacy or our work, our career. How is that making an offering? So collectively, a lot of us are suddenly realizing through the rainforest tragedy and other tragedies that are happening that it's really time for all of us to step up and become a part of a solution. Otherwise, we're part of the problem. So that's a huge lesson with this Virgo season as well. And Virgo is all about purging, right? Because it's about detox. And whenever we're going through a detox, anyone who's done one can tell you, it's not an attractive process. It's not, a person looking their best in a yoga pose. Detox and purging is a very painful and sometimes quite unattractive process, actually, as the body is eliminating toxins and things out of the system. So this is a time when things can come up, imperfections can come up. It's the alchemical process of turning base metals into gold, having things come to our awareness that it's time to purge and get rid of. So it's a very cleansing time, and as I said, very productive. We also want to look at what Mercury is doing, of course, because Mercury is the ruler of Virgo. So Mercury in the chart kind of has he's kind of in the limelight during this chart, and we notice that he's in trine to Uranus. So Mercury trine Uranus, this is seeing things in a new way, having our mental state or our mental activity highly charged with this electric, new, inventive energy. So this is quite exciting. We can see our plans moving forward in a new way or have sudden unexpected insights that may even surprise us come through Uranus's change. So there could be a change in the plan or just seeing something about our vision level up or come into a new state, an upgrade. And the other thing worth mentioning about this new moon is that because it's in Virgo, it's going to be forming a loose trine to Saturn in Capricorn, which is very exciting because Saturn is, thank God, about to go direct. He's been retrograde for what feels like forever. So this is the big fall movement that I've been talking about over and over and over again in these videos, that come this fall, when Saturn moves direct, it's going to be the forward movement of the long-term big plans, big visions, big responsibilities. These aren't fleeting. These aren't ideas. Saturn rules the master plan, the long-term road. So when Saturn moves direct, September 16th, September 17th, it's going to be the forward movement, all of that. And Virgo is all of the facets, the details, the bullet points, the tiny little notches in the plan that make up the grand plan. So this new moon, although it is kind of like, okay, party's over, time to get back to work, time to focus, this new moon is about focusing on those tiny details in preparation for this forward movement of Saturn in September. So highly productive energy to harness, and really kind of like a magnifying glass. Virgo is like a magnifying glass because Virgo can walk into a room that can appear spotless to someone else, and Virgo can walk in and be like, oh no, this needs to be straightened, this needs to be swept. Virgo can always see how something could be made better. So amazing new moon to really get an idea of what do you need to make this vision, this Saturnian long-term vision or long-term goal of yours absolutely perfect. And then use the energy to get really focused, as well as purify and get into a really healthy state within our bodies and our minds and our spirit. So yeah, exciting new moon. I think it's a really beautiful one. It's very pure, has a very pure energy around it. Again, Virgo detox, so it's associated with the color white and things being virginous and very clean. So it's a very cleansing new moon. And as I said, I will be back in the office. Astrology always seems to just flow that way. I didn't plan that. I did plan this trip after Jupiter went direct, but I didn't even look. I had no idea that it was going to be a Virgo new moon right when I got home, and I will have a lot to catch up on. I am taking readings. If you want to get one beginning of September, I would jump on it because I'll be back and I'll be banging them out as soon as I get home. So reach out to me now if you guys want to set something up for beginning of September. I will put my website right here. So you guys can just click on that or visit my site and click on book a reading and reach out to me that way. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys can hear this music, but they're doing some construction back here and they've been playing this awesome music all day. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Much love from Costa Rica, and I will see you guys next week.